Ryan. I'm one of the founders of Triangle, and I was the second president.
Yeah, I'm Ben. I'm also one of the founders of Triangle. I was a vice president internal. I guess we started, it was my freshman year, second semester. So what was that, 2023? There was like a little focus group of people interested in starting a Triangle chapter. Peter, our kind of my friend, he invited us to this because there was free pizza. So we went over to this meeting for free pizza, and there's this guy, Henry, who's from Triangle Nationals. We didn't even know what Triangle was. We kind of thought it was a dumb name at the time as well. He was telling us about, hey, start a fraternity at WSU. And what was so funny is me, Kyan, and Adam, we're all there, and we think it is so dumb. Like, who would ever start this fraternity? So we all eat like 5 things of pizza. We probably bring a box home. We're like, all right, successful mission. 2 days later, no one talked about it. And Peter just kind of texts like, so we're doing this, right? So after we had our very first meeting with a Triangle Nationals representative, he lied to us. We honestly got scammed to start Triangle. He told us, guys, you're gonna have a house on Greek Road.
Lie.
Yeah, $1 million house.
Lie.
I'm talking to the housing people right now, today, about getting you guys a house. You're gonna have 60 members like tomorrow. And Nationals is gonna give you all this money. Everything he kind of said was a lie. But it was important that he lied to us, honestly, because I don't know if we would have taken the leap to start putting all of our money and all of our effort into making Triangle if we didn't have that in the back of our head, like, this is gonna take off and we're gonna have people supporting us. When we started off, there were 10 guys maybe in Triangle, and it was just people that I had met in classes, and we're like, oh, this guy's social, do you want to join? And the funny thing is, people would just say yes. We were at 20 and 30 people in the fraternity, and that takes us to 2024, right? I think the beginning of 2024, where we actually are starting to join the IFC and become an actual fraternity. Kyan, you want to go there?
Yeah, I mean, just to backtrack a little bit, we had to get a pledge class under us. So we had a founding group around 10, and we had to get to that 30 number. We had to get a pledge class below that. So we had to do like rush and stuff outside of no house. And we needed a way to kind of lock them in. So we learned from our nationals like what to do, right? And we figured, okay, we need to lie to these guys. so we told them, oh, we're gonna throw this huge party. There's gonna be tons of girls. You guys all gonna come, and this is gonna be the regular. And then I'm with all these other guys, picking up the phone, calling all the girls I know, like, hey, we got this party. We gotta lie to these guys, convince them this is gonna be a normal thing. Please show up to this. And then miraculously, like, we had a ton of people. It was a great party. And the next day, 20 of those guys signed their bids. We had our first pledge class. Now we're in 2024, all right? So now, this is when I take over as president. And then now we got to go to the external world because we have a good enough amount of people where we could be like, still no house, still no physical property. We just got in the IFC. I swear to God, being in Triangle at first was like getting hazed.
They're just trashing on Triangle, who is 10 people. It doesn't even exist yet. They hated it. They hated the idea.
The non-Greek letters did not help at all.
Did not.
Like, why are you here? Like, what are you doing?
About changing our name to Delta Tau because Triangle with a T in it, so it would be more accepted in Greek life. But at the end of the day, we kind of liked the attention. We kind of liked the hate, and we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's stand out. Let's be very different than everyone else.
And then the girls were kind of like feeling it a little bit, and they were like, okay. And then you'd have to like almost do a sales pitch every single time. You'd be like, yeah, we're gonna be your next favorite frat. You're gonna love us because we're nice, we're sweet, we're smart, we love to party. We party better than all these other people. We didn't have a house. So it's just like promises at this point. Yeah, you know what? We're actually gonna come by each one of your houses, introduce ourselves. We're gonna be puppies. We're gonna be flowers and a letter.
And flowers.
Yeah, and we're gonna invite you guys all to our first party. We didn't have puppies. We had no idea how to get puppies. We didn't have flowers, and we certainly didn't have a place to party.
We're on Facebook Marketplace. I'm scrolling through people I know in Pullman who has puppies. We were literally the depths anywhere we can find to get a puppy. And this is like almost the day of, I think, when we're supposed to be going out and giving flowers and everyone. There's just nothing. And finally, I'm going through Snapchat and I see someone post like they have a litter of puppies, and I'm texting them like, and they're not responding.
And they went to my high school.
I show the name of the guy. He's like, they went to my high school.
I called them and I said, "Wow, I saw this. Oh my gosh! Like you have so many puppies. That's so beautiful. Like, can we rent one for $100 or like?"
On a side note, apparently that's a very odd question to ask somebody who has puppies.
We rented like 3 and we
Yeah.
give them $300 and we're like, "Oh shit, now we can go." And then we have this nice little handwritten letter and we have all these puppies, and then we like bring our like 8 most handsome guys, and we just go sorority house to sorority house. All these girls are coming in the living room like, "Oh my gosh, like puppies." Like, yeah, we just want to introduce ourselves. In fact, we're throwing a party. You know, we didn't have one.
It was a huge moment for us because before the question that we would be asked is triangle. I've never heard of that. What is triangle?
Yeah.
And we had to explain who we are, why we exist. After that, the question started to become, "You're in triangle? Holy shit!"
And then now it's the next year. Now it's 2024.
Yeah.
We've got like an exchange schedule set up. We got people wanting to party with us. We got a physical
We're in
place
the
here.
IFC and we have to do formal rush.
Oh,
We're 30 guys. One of them had done formal rush.
yeah.
So we have 29 STEM majors who have no idea what formal rush is. And we're in an empty house. We literally had a single couch in this room.
Yeah.
And that was it. And we're expected to do house tours. Like, we live across an actual mansion. And we're supposed to do house tours of this shitty house. And at the end of it, we had 2 guys. And I remember we were so excited to get 2 guys because after that week, we have our jerseys, you know, we're a fraternity and we're sitting there, everyone's having people run to them, you know. 100 people are going to, you know, this fraternity, 100 people to that one, and we're just standing there with our guys, like silent, there's like zero hype. And at the very end, these 2 guys who gambled on Triangle and chose us come in, and that might be the highlight of Triangle for me. Everyone is screaming, we're picking it up and throwing them in the air. It was just completely crazy. I think if you come into WSU and you want to start a fraternity, it doesn't make very much sense. There's actually honestly not any reason to do it. But why we did Triangle is because we had an actual right to do it because there was no community for people who were in STEM to get into Greek life.